Hello Virgo, welcome to your weekly psychic tarot reading and welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. So your weekly psychic tarot reading for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross watchers are welcome. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, there's a link in the description box below. So nice to meet so many of you in that one-on-one space. All right, Virgo. In the past, we have the Emperor in reverse. This is a tyrant, dictator. This is someone who is so out of control within. They feel such a lack of control within, a woundedness, that they need to control everything and everyone in their environment. All right. This person is, it feels like it feels like they're watching. They're watching everyone. It feels like this security, their need to control everyone in their environment is kind of overtaking, because they're constantly surveilling. That's what it is. Yeah, they're trying to avoid a tower. They're trying to avoid their foundation crumbling, and their foundation is that they're the boss and they're in control, and if they can control everyone around them, then they can create an environment that will never change or remains a comfortable space for them. So the difficulty with the beliefs that I'm tuning into about this person is that it doesn't create space for change, not change within. It's someone really operating from fear and control. Fear works in tandem with control. That was one of the first things I learned when I went to psychic school. Fear and control. And this person uses fear to control the people in their environment. Okay, so we're still in the past. Wow. There were some fast changes, some communication, some truth. I'm tired of waiting. This space is very unsatisfying. It's unstable. It's unsecure. There's a lack of growth here. A lack of abundance. I want my happiness, and I'm moving towards my happiness. I'm letting go of beliefs that say that I have to be with this Emperor in reverse. It feels like this quite possibly was some type of partnership that you are in, some type of connection. And it feels like you had to kind of release some of your... You had to shift you within to realize that this energy is not going to change. There's a lack of growth here, and it feels like you chose you. You chose, I want to be happy. I want to put me in the center of my own story. And you let go of a lot of beliefs that prior to this time in the past kept you very stuck in, not only to this person, but these type of energies that are very controlling. Woo, big changes, Virgo. All right, in present energy, we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. This is someone fast moving. Wow. It feels like they've either unwanted messages or lies, communication. I'm perceiving that in present energy, you're steering clear of drama, trauma. Feels like you're healing. It's not like you're trying to control your environment and never have a problem, but you're not inviting drama in. It feels like you move away from anything so you're not trying to control others. You just move away from or release beliefs that create trauma. So you are allowing people the freedom of being themselves, making their choices, saying what they want. But it feels like you can say what you want, but I'm just leaving. I'm not going to be around to listen to this. It looks like you're very grounded. It looks like you're focusing on building stability, building your finances, creating abundance for yourself. What are these messages from the Knight of Swords in reverse? Any way we can see? Oh, interesting. Yeah, they're messages meant to create imbalance. This person knows how to say just the right thing to wound you. Feels like they know where your insecure and your worries are, and this feels like doom scrolling. This feels like someone saying, this is happening in the world, and like catastrophizing it and making it bigger. This is a huge problem. It feels like you're like, you can have those beliefs. I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm not sharing those beliefs. I am building abundance and security and stability, and you're talking about fear and imbalance in the world. So this is a tricky kind of psychic, energetic issue that I've had people come to me and they're like, is this true? Something in the world. Well, basically, if you can think it, if you can imagine it somewhere in all infinity, yes, you are tuning into something that is real. But what my question is why are you tuning into it? Are you going to do something about it? Are you matching and mirroring the energy? Are you, by your focus and talk about it, making that energy bigger and stronger by adding your energy to it? If you're not drawn to something that you don't like in your world, if you're not drawn to it because you want to change it, you feel that that's part of your path. If it's just something where you go and you look at these horrible things that are happening in the world, how is that helping? Does it help you? Do you feel better after you focus on it? Do you feel better after you are in that energy and feel the fear of it and the toxicity? You might be reading the situation pretty clearly, but does it help? Are you helping by focusing on that? Only you can decide. I hope that makes sense. All right, Virgo, and what's hidden is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So there's something that you've spent a lot of time, focus, and attention. Is it coming to harvest, or is it a waste of time? What's hidden? What does Virgo need to know right now? What are the most important messages? It looks like, again, it's Pentacles work. Feels like you're being consistent Ooh, that's interesting the way it popped out, landed kind of hidden, and it is Seven of Swords energy. So someone's trying to get away with something. Someone is combative, or it's like a competition, combative, trying to be sneaky, trying to create chaos. It looks like there's this opportunity to utilize your passions, things that get you fired up. But it's not in something that refuses to evolve and change. Feels very similar to the message I was just talking about. So feels like the message here is don't waste your time, your energy, your focus. You might not realize how valuable your focus is, your energy, your thoughts, your words. What's hidden is by releasing from what doesn't serve you, you're able to move on and make slow progress. I think maybe some of the reason why you're tuning in, if this is you or whoever tunes into things that are kind of doom scrolling, is that it's kind of boring, the day to day. And that's what it feels like. It feels like your energy is this very Queen of Pentacles, and you just keep moving to calmer waters, calming your nervous system, finding the world you would like to build and create abundance with. It's going to take a minute. It's going to take some time. There are a lot of things that are hidden in this world that can create a lot of passions and a lot of fire. Staying focused on what brings you passion and what you can build on, not what if you're not going to take action on something, if whatever you're focused on that's so horrible in this world, a conspiracy theory, some horrible events in the world, if you just focus on the catastrophe of it, are you adding value to it? Or so if you do have a call to action, then take action on it. Then be the help. Then what can I do to alleviate this? But if I am just looking at it so I can get my emotions and my nervous system worked up because I'm used to that, I'm used to having conflict where I live, and turmoil and injustice. It feels like letting go of that, unless you plan to do something, unless it's part of your mission here, your soul fulfillment to make those changes in the world. But if they're not something that you want to take an active role in, and you don't feel called to that, then focusing on it is just making the issue larger. Hope this makes sense. All right, Virgo, in your possible next steps, we have the Seven of Wands. Staying strong, creating healthy boundaries. This does feel like a lot about this whole reading, Virgo, has been about creating healthy boundaries, realizing that you're in the past that you're with someone who's very controlling, a tyrant. They need it their way. And then in present energy, hearing things that knock you out of balance. It feels like you keep moving to calmer waters. You keep letting go of what no longer serves you. You're realizing what's mine and what's not mine. What healthy boundaries. All right, so standing your ground. Anything else? Anything else Virgo needs to know? Again, another Seven of Pentacles. This time it looks like, wow, 2 sevens in a row. Standing your ground, focus on what you want to bring into this reality, where your energy goes. I can't say this, my gosh, this is like the 4th or 5th time I've said this. So where your focus goes, whatever you're thinking about, whatever you're talking about, whatever you're doing, that energy that you're sending to that belief, to that group, to whatever, makes that grow. So with that knowledge, focusing on what you would prefer to see grow. I would prefer to see abundance and joy and happiness and groundedness and consciousness and care and love and peace, and focusing on what you want to see grow. It looks like you're protecting yourself and you're getting to work. Like you're a bit exhausted here. You might be getting a little, like when something comes through, like news that's horrible, but it sends your nervous system, you get a rush of feelings, and it feels like that is, you're familiar with that, and until your nervous system heals, peace feels like boredom. And so focusing on something so you can feel those intense emotions. You might want to look and see if you have something like that going on. It looks like protecting yourself and not seeking those big emotional events because that feels familiar. I feel out of control. I feel like there's nothing I can do. I feel overwhelmed by emotions. This feels familiar. That kind of thing. There's something about, it feels like you're focusing on work. A lot of this has been, it feels like you are focusing on your finances, on building something, on work. And everything else that I've talked about in this reading is what's around you. It feels like it's trying to distract you from what your work is. Yeah, there's a yeah, it feels like the emotional content of what's going on that I'm reading can really pull you away from being grounded in this reality. So, all right, Virgo, I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know by hitting that like button. If you are still here, chances are that this reading resonated. I really appreciate any help from you to grow this channel. So any way that you can interact with this reading by liking, subscribing, saving the video, sharing it with others, and commenting, that would be really helpful. So thank you so much. Have a great week. Bye.